Here's the big question for a lot of people. Do I need to feed plants? Do I need anything to hold on to moisture? Of course I don't. Nature will do its own thing and it'll all be fine. However, if you use something like this, you might find a bit of a difference. Tell us about it.
Okay, well, there are different feeds, different plant feeds for different reasons. So soluble plant food is great. Once plants are grown, once they're established, once the root systems are embedded in compost or soil, you would use a soluble plant food. Of course, that will then penetrate into the foliage and, of course, into the soil. But, of course, when you're planting things up, be it hanging baskets, house plants, pots, tubs and troughs for your patio, you've got a one-off opportunity to put slow-release fertiliser in there, as well as this wonderful product called rain gel. Now, the slow-release fertiliser is a sort of granular fertiliser, and if I just show you what that looks like. Okay, so there we are, look at that. So we've got the granular fertiliser, slow-release fertiliser that you can see there. And then the white powder is phenomenal. That's the rain gel. Now, the granules, they will give off nutrients over around about sort of 5 to 6 months.
Right.
As the plants need it. They gradually break down and release essential nutrients into the compost at the position of the roots.
Right.
And the rain gel, well, of course, that spreads itself among when you mix it up with the compost, and it will retain moisture. And I've got a really interesting little demo to show us just how that works. So this is just regular tap water, nothing clever about this at all. So in we go with that. And literally, if I just pour this in, and I'm just going to have to give it a bit of a stir with my finger, which is frankly a little bit unpleasant. I wouldn't advise you to do that at home. But what you'll notice is that the rain gel is going to swell up. And if you just keep your eye on it, it's now, look at that, it's grabbing that water, it's grabbing that water, it's grabbing that water. And look, Andy, watch this. Now,
it's changed.
Watch me carefully as I just show you how good this is.
You're like David Copperfield.
I know. I'm so confident.
What?
Because what's going to happen if I do this?
What? It'll go all over your head. Or not.
Oh, I was going to do that to you. I was going to do that to you. Look at that. Look, that's how confident I am. That is phenomenal stuff. That is going to hold moisture just where the plants need it, right the way through the season. And of course, it lasts for several seasons. So if you've got a dry area somewhere in the garden and you really need to bring a bit of extra moisture to it, dig rain gel and feed in. It will feed the plants and it will hold the moisture in there as well for you.
I've got an idea.
Go on then.
What about hanging baskets? I mean, this would be brilliant for holding on to moisture and feeding.
This is perfect. Absolutely perfect. It minimises the amount of water you use, cuts down the frequency you water. And again, when you're away at work or you're away for the weekend and your hanging baskets are at their needy most, because of course you can't water them when you're not there, this is a bit of an insurance policy for you. It keeps the water there just at the root, just where they need it.
I haven't been away for the weekend for ages.
Oh, yeah.
You're never more than 5 minutes, you're never more than 5 minutes away from the next great gardening idea. This is clearly a good one. 100,007 is the order number. It's only $12.99. Now, for $12.99, give me an idea of how long this might last. I mean, is this like a month's worth or something? What is this?
Well, basically, this is going to last a season. So the slow-release fertiliser, from when you deploy it, and it will keep in the tub for several seasons. So you don't have to use it all in 1 year. But once you deploy it, it's going to give off its essential nutrients over about 5 to 6 months. The rain gel is going to last longer than that. It just keeps working and it just keeps working. And it's got a bit of a memory. So as soon as it comes into contact with water, it soaks it up. And then the plants draw from it and then it reduces it again.
Okay.
But you've got enough here for at least, I would say, 20 containers, be they hanging baskets, patio containers, whatever. Use it as directed. The instructions are all on the pack. I just think it's an essential thing to have in your garden.
Well, it certainly looks like a handy little tool to have in your armoury, doesn't it? It goes beyond that. You can quite clearly see the sense in it. 100,007 is the number to dial, and we're talking only $12.99 to get this benefit. Think about the water holding properties, think about the feed, and you start to go, that's good value for money. Add your P&P at $4.99, and here's how you buy. You dial our number, 0800 down there, 9558 558. And when you get through to the call centre, give them the order number and they'll send you this in about 7 to 10 days direct to your door, and you can get all the benefit of the rain gel and feed.